This video is for all creative, beautiful souls out there, and this video is gonna be about creativity and relationship. I've always been super creative person. Like, I was doing so many different things. This is not from me, but it's beautiful. But this is what I'm working on now. I did so many creative projects ever since I was a kid, and it was just something that was so natural to me. And if you're creative, you can probably relate. You just do a bunch of different creative projects, right? It's never like one thing. You always kind of like your brain always spins around creativity. Like, you see something interesting out, wow, that I could use this in my next creative project. I could paint this, I could redo this, I could sew this. Like, your brain is just like in this constant creative cloud, right? So when it comes to creativity and relationships, I observed one very interesting thing, and that was that the health of my relationship is directly connected to the amount of creations I do. When I was in the relationship that was not serving my mental health really, my amount of creations decreased drastically. In fact, in a relationship that lasted for quite long, 2 years, more than 2 years, around 2 years, I haven't created anything in the span of 2 years. I was just so not tapped into this creative cloud because I was drained emotionally and I had different things to focus on, and I was dealing with the relationship constantly, and it was just not something that I would feel like doing. The creativity was not there, and I didn't feel safe enough to express myself in this creative way. This also applied to another relationship that I had, and I can quite like see the pattern between all those like relationships that were not serving me quite well. I was never as creative as when I was single. I was always so creative when I was by myself, and I was creating all the time something, painting, playing piano, different things, so many different things. But the moment when I entered a relationship that was draining my energy, I completely stopped being creative. So maybe you can relate to this as well. However, what I want to say is that now I am in my first very, very healthy relationship. I feel so safe, and I feel so welcomed, and I feel like I can express myself in a creative way without any sort of shame. I just feel so at ease, and I don't have to deal with some kind of like fight and drama all the time. We have a very peaceful relationship, and because of that I have so much energy to actually put into creating something beautiful, including this video. Like, I used to not feel like making videos because I didn't have my cup full. And then when I am now with my boyfriend and I'm feeling emotionally fulfilled, and I feel safe and seen and heard and loved, and I just feel like creating all the time. I think that before I was even dating, I was very creative. However, now, despite being adult and having a job and doing this, and like, I am still so creative. I think that I am even more creative than I've ever been. And also the same thing goes to reading. That's not really something creative, it's more like it's a hobby. However, I always read when I am at peace. And the reason why I'm making this video is that maybe you can relate, and maybe you can see that you don't quite feel yourself in a relationship, and then your creativity is simply suffering because of that fact, because you are with a person who is draining you and who doesn't allow you to be you, and you don't feel safe, you don't feel heard, you don't feel this beautiful energy, this creative energy. You don't have your full cup, and therefore you don't create. But it's such an essential and very important part of you. And maybe because you're in a relationship that is not serving you, that is not the right relationship for you, it's not with the person who is right for you, your essential part, your essential component of your being is suffering. And it's not it's not expressed. And if you're a creative person, you know that when you express yourself, you feel very nice, you feel very good about what you're doing. But the moment when you neglect your art, it's like something is missing out of your soul. So I just wanted to point out this, because maybe this could be another warning sign that you are not in the right relationship, or it can be the sign that you are in the right one. And that's what I'm trying to give you here through this video. So focus on your creativity, focus on how creative you can be around the person you're with, and yeah, have a lovely day, and bye bye. See you in the next one.